What is happening? Hello, and welcome to the live stream of gratitude. It is not the live stream of consciousness tonight, although this is a spin-off of the live stream of consciousness, I guess. This is the live stream of gratitude, and I've already got some people hanging out here. I want to say hello to first. Let's say hello to the beautiful Sonia. Hola, Michael. Feliz Thanksgiving, amigo. And Taryn says, Feliz Dia de Peru, Uncle. Awesome. Welcome to the live stream of gratitude. I am grateful that you are here. Hola, Michael, and everyone. I am grateful that you are here. Tim, Julie B. Hola, Tim, Michael, Tim, and Lily. Happy Thanksgiving. And then we've got Lily. Hey, Julie. And Lily's here too. So, welcome to you all, my friends and family my live stream of consciousness family. I am here tonight to express some gratitude. I don't know if you guys got the link or are interested in coming on the show, but I would love people to come on the show and express gratitude, although the chat room is fine too. Happy Thanksgiving. Lily is saying happy Thanksgiving. So the chat room is a great place to express gratitude. But if you do want to come on live, let me actually put the link here into the chat. Tim says he didn't get it. I added it to the post, but I will gladly put it here as well. You can click on the link and get in the broadcast that way. The thing is, when you click on the link and you get in the broadcast, you're going to be backstage. So when you're backstage, you should turn off the broadcast that you're watching, because then once I let you into the show, you're going to start hearing some echo. So if you do want to come on live and you do get backstage, and you'll be seeing the show, you'll be able to hear it, so you could actually watch the show from backstage. And then you can click off of the broadcast that you're watching. And I see Janice is here. We just finished having some dinner. I'm going to turn my, oh no, I don't want to turn my screen, because then you see my studio magic disappear. So I'm going to let Janice come in a little bit more here. Sorry. It's all right. Come on in, Janice. Janice is one of the things I'm grateful for. So welcome to the live stream of gratitude. I am grateful for Janice, and so she's here with me to express the gratitude. So the link is now in the comments. If you're coming in late or whatever, and you're here on the live night, it's Wednesday, November 23rd. So, excuse me. Hola, Janice. No, that was Tim.
That was Tim?
Yeah. Oh, Jill says it too, but that wasn't the one I popped up on the screen. I popped up Tim on the screen. It's November 23rd, Wednesday evening. Right now it's about 9:00. So if you're watching the live version, again, you're welcome to pop on and share in this moment of gratitude. Or if you're in the chat, I thank you for being here. I guess I'm going to start. My family actually might join me, which is awesome. I'm pretty grateful for my family, so I'm going to start there. I'm grateful for my family, who is actually all spread across the United States right now. Not at the moment. They're actually all in the Keys. I couldn't be with them this year, but I'm here with Janice and Jeffrey, so I'm happy about that. Here we are. So, and Lily says, "Hey, Janice." So we've got a little family here. Oh, and I'm noticing I didn't change my background back to, oh, Tim is popped in. Awesome. Change my background back to the live stream. So I'm going to actually welcome my first guest to the live stream of gratitude. This is actually somebody who we have been meaning to get on the live stream of consciousness, and is I think we didn't get you in the calendar yet, but you're here now, and I'm grateful that you're here now. So welcome to the live stream of gratitude. Tim, what is happening? Tim Lorenz.
so much. How are you?
How you doing, man? Good to see your face.
Great. Great. Loving it here in Brazil for sure.
Oh
I'm with the
yeah,
fam. Yeah, I'm with the fam, and nothing's better than that.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So,
Actually, let me see if Tyron had fallen asleep, but I think he just woke up. Let me see if he
oh,
did.
nice,
Sorry.
awesome.
Give me 1 second. I hate to run on
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Take your time. Take your time. I'll let the people know who you are and who
That's it.
Taryn is. So Tim is one of the original viewers of the live stream of consciousness from the beginning. I think Tim might even have been a viewer of the original 13 Laws of the Universe with Jesse Snyder, which is where this all originated. And he has always been there since the beginning. He's been always been a great supporter, and he's also got an amazing story himself. So he's going to be a guest on the show, and part of that story we witnessed throughout the year and a half of the live stream of consciousness. And there he is. What's up, Taryn? Hey,
Hey,
hi. What's
hi,
up?
Michael.
What's up, buddy?
Hi.
So
What are you
Tim was
doing, bro?
Tim was a viewer of the show way before Taryn even existed, and we saw Tim fall in love with his beautiful now wife Sonia, and bring Taryn into existence. And we even had a live gender reveal on the show, which was pretty awesome. I love that. What's up, buddy? Smiling.
Yeah,
Hi.
he loves to smile. Loves to smile.
Oh,
Loves
that's awesome.
to-
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
he
What's
had
up?
a little bit of a fall today, and
Oh
on his
no.
eye here, on this one. Bumped it on the sofa when he's learning to sit, and he's actually pretty tall for his age. Actually, they said that he's 1 inch off. He's only 7 months now, but he's only
Mhm.
1 inch off of what babies normally are at a year old. So he's growing
Wow.
like a weed. So
He's a
he's learning to sit, but he's got all that extra leverage. So today he was sitting on the
nice.
sofa, and he kind of took a dive to the side, and he hit his eye right there.
Oh,
Other than that, he's happy as can be.
he seems like a warrior. He seems happy. He seems trooper. Lily is saying she was in 13 Laws too. Lily, I forgot that, but you definitely have been here since the beginning. Ninja Kitty has always been a name in the chat room. Um, and Julie saying, "Oh, hi, baby." So the baby's name is Taran, Taran, right?
Yes. Right.
And how did you guys come up with that name? I forget the story.
Well, actually, it's a name I've liked for a long time.
Mhm.
I have relatives all over the place, but I have some that are in Ireland, and it's actually a Welsh name, but it's also I don't know if you ever heard of the series of books, the Black Cauldron, written by Alexander Lloyd.
Not familiar,
Anyway,
no.
in there, the main character of the movie, or well, they made one movie out of it. Disney made it, but
Okay.
they tried to hide it because it was their first PG-13 movie. It was
Uh-huh.
kind of a train wreck, and Don Bluth actually left over the discrepancy of that. And
Oh, wow.
originally, it was one of the films um, that Tim Burton actually was drawing on before he went his own way too. So, but
Wow.
anyway, but in there, there's the main character. His name is Taran, and he starts out as an assistant pig keeper with a magic pig named Henwen, and then it just goes on. He eventually becomes king. So
Wow, that's
it was a
awesome.
book
Yes,
that I always
and
loved as a kid, and I don't know, it just seemed right when we did it, and I mentioned it
yeah.
to Sonia. And now the funny thing is I made it really hard on her because here in Brazil, they speak Portuguese. Thanks, Leela. She said that he's my twin. I think so too. But I lost my train of thought. But oh yeah, I made it hard on Sonia because of the fact that in Brazil they speak Portuguese. So the way they pronounce the T is with a ch. So it's like when she says my name, it's Chim or Chimichi. So when we did the name for Taryn, I didn't really like having the first name of my son being my same name. I always thought that was kind of confusing, and I didn't like the
Right.
whole gender thing. So she wanted him to be named after me. So we decided to put it second. So then now it's Taryn Timothy. And for her to say it, she's been practicing for so long, but it's so easy for her to say Charon Chimichi. So, so
That's so funny.
yeah, yeah.
Excuse me. Is this my phone? Okay, I'm just in case my folks told me they might pop on, so I'm just waiting for a text from them. So I see Matt Napa was in the audience. He's saying thanks for being so zinny. You're welcome, Matt. Always. I love it. I'm so happy you're here. So I have a feeling I know some of the things that you're thankful for, but why don't you just put it out into the universe right here? Oh, put it out into the universe right here in the live stream of gratitude for us. And tell us what you're thankful for, Tim.
I think he went before me. I think he was saying who he's grateful for. Grateful for daddy and mommy. Yeah. Well, of course, I'm grateful for this little guy. He's everything to me. And of course, his mommy. Without her, I mean, I never thought at this part of my life I'd be starting with a child at now and a new marriage and all that kind of stuff. And I couldn't be more thankful for just everything that's happened from this point. From when I first met Jesse to because a lot of stuff with him led to me being here. So he's a big part of that. And then of course with you guys and helping me out with doing the reveal and everything. It's just there's so much to be thankful for over the past couple of years. I couldn't even say exactly what it is, but I'm thankful for whatever you want to say that does that, whether it's fate, destiny, or if it's just us manifesting it ourselves or whatever. I'm just beyond myself that where I am now and full of you. Don't want to say hi. Happy to
Sonia, yeah, Sonia, ¿qué pasa?
Hi.
How are you doing? Welcome. So Sonia only speaks Portuguese. She doesn't speak English very well, right?
No, she's very, very small. And she gets really nervous so quickly. I don't know why,
but she's so beautiful, and you guys are so happy. It's so great. I can't wait to have you on the show to tell your story, Tim, because I mean, obviously, the situation in your life right now it's like a fairy tale. You're starting in this great relationship with this new child, this new relationship, and you have like a fresh start, but you've been through hell and back. I know the story. We won't get into it now because I want to save it for the show, but you do have an incredible story of just kind of being dealt some cards that weren't so great and holding on through that and triumphing through intention and through love, and it's great to see. There was I wanted to tell the story. I wish I had it prepared. I kind of knew you were coming on. Let me see if I could do a quick search for it. You had sent us when we were doing the live stream and Jesse was on the show. You had the gender reveal. You had created these two onesies, a girl onesie and a boy onesie with the live stream of consciousness logo on it, which was really, really very cool. And so I thank you for that. I don't see it here on my hard drive right away, but I was going to pop it up. But that's so cool. So I am totally grateful for you being a part of the live stream of consciousness family and being able to watch your journey into where you're at now and seeing this little beautiful boy right here on the screen. That's so great. Hi, buddy. Hi.
Hi, dear.
That's great. What a great way to start the live stream of gratitude. I totally love that. So the link is out there. If you want to just hang until someone else comes along, the link is out there. I'm going to send it to my family. I see my mom is texting me, so bear with me. If you've got anything you want to say to the audience while I text, now's your moment.
Absolutely. I don't know who I was watching, but I want to say hi to everybody. Everybody in America, and if anybody from Brazil is watching, I say hola, tudo pessoas. But just want to say that one thing we think about with Thanksgiving, we always think about what we're grateful for, and of course you asked me. But today I was thinking about it a little bit, and one thing that I noticed recently with Taryn is that I never really thought about it before because I had another child, when I was only 16. She was born, and well, I guess she's now a he. She transferred to a he, so kind of a little bit of a difference now. But anyway,
a modern story.
Yes, absolutely. But when I first met her, I went through the experience of being a dad at that age, which is really hard. But I realized how different it is now, and I'm thankful for it, because when you have a daughter and you go through raising a daughter, you learn certain things that as a father from your daughter, and I realized that with Taryn is kind of the same thing. You learn things from them. They kind of teach you a little bit, because there's things that, like, when you first become a parent, I mean, I had so many. It's been so long ago, you almost forget what it was like in some ways. Because she's 32 now, so it gives you an idea how long it was.
Wow.
But that's why I said, like, at this point, I never thought I'd have a child, which is amazing, because I always wanted a son. Well, I have two, but you know what I mean. But I realized that you learn things from your child. They kind of teach you things, like they teach you that unconditional love that you think you know about, and you think you understand it until you see it through their eyes, and you watch how they. You want to tell the story? I don't know if you noticed it, but he's saying "daddy" now. He learned that.
That's
good.
awesome.
At first I wasn't sure if it was definitely what it says, but he says 2 words now. He says hi, and he'll say "daddy." So.
And how many months old is he?
He's at 7.5. He's almost 8. Actually, tomorrow we go to the doctors to get a checkup to see how bigger he is now, whether or not he's at what he should be at a year mark.
Nice.
But yeah, so
hold on 1 second. I was going to say either text her to go to the link, or I was going to have you talk to her. Okay.
But yeah, but you learn that unconditional love, and it's kind of like they teach you, and then in turn you teach it back to them for a little while, and then amazing. They think that they know it, and then when they have a child, then they learn those things, because there's a lot of things that you think you understand, like having a love for, with being a guy, having a love for your dad is one thing, having a love for your brothers is one thing, but having a love for a son is it's just a different feeling, and it's you learn that quickly, that feeling, because the difference with me now and when I had my daughter, well, when she was my daughter, was the fact that I was young, so I wouldn't say that, even though I think I was a really good father, best I could be. I mean, I was working 3 jobs, going to school, trying to do everything I could to provide, and at that age, but you're still trying to live your life at that point. You're still putting some of your goals and what you're trying to accomplish first. Not that I had a ton of things that I was trying to accomplish over her, but I think you know what I mean when I say that.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like there's a little bit of, I don't want to say selfishness, but it kind of is a little bit, because you can't totally put that in a position where they're the number one full priority when you're still trying to accomplish them. And now with him, I can easily do that. So it's like I can understand I'm grateful for the fact that with the position where I'm not now, to be able to do that, to be able to put him first, to be able to just worry about guiding him where he needs to go. And, he'll probably guide me on some of the way too. But absolutely. It's amazing when you see everything through your eyes for the first time, like I remember when he was born, he loved staring at his hands and just staring at it, watching it move. And, you're thinking, what is he thinking at this moment? But he's so mesmerized by his hands,
Yeah.
And then it's just everything like that. Like, you'll see him, like when he like right now, he loves Woody Woodpecker, but down here it's called Peek-a-Pow. But that was the first thing. He was really young. He loves paying attention at everything, and he really, really takes it all in. I was amazed at, because I thought something, you want to think your kid's the greatest, smartest person ever, but sometimes you're just projecting some things. But with him, there was a couple of things that I was so surprised, because like with Woody Woodpecker, I just thought he was looking at television, because it started when he was only a little over 3 months old, and he was just staring at it. And I thought, it's colorful, it is what it is. But we put on different things on other days, and he would just keep like he doesn't really cry, but he was fussing and he
Right,
wouldn't
right,
really watch it. And put it back on, and he was super happy, and he just was
right,
mesmerized by it again.
right,
And then
right.
one thing with me going back and forth from Brazil, and America, which is so hard because I had to, leave him and leave Sonia this time, which was incredibly hard. But what beforehand I started doing, I got the camera here, doing like the fist bump, like this, doing this with him before I left. And he was still, when I left, he was not even quite 4 months old when I had to
Right.
come back to the States. So anyway, but we were doing that before I left, and I thought, it's just he would make the fist and he would actually do it before I left. And I thought, now I'm going to be watching him on, through WhatsApp and on the WhatsApp video, and I'm like, he's going to forget who I am. He's not going to realize who I am or none of that. So I got back to the States, and of course, I was the first couple of phone calls. I was like so worried that he's just, I can't even remember anything. But I think it was like the third or fourth one that he was. I said, well, I remembered to do it because I hadn't did it for the first couple of times because I was just getting back being in the States,
Yeah.
and I did it. I kind of went like this, and then he just looked at it, and I didn't think he was going to do it. And all of a sudden, off the side of the screen, he comes over his fist and he goes like that. And
Wow.
then, yeah, so we did it. So then we started doing it on every phone call. And then I did it where I'm thinking, I wonder if he really knows what we're doing. So I took my finger and I put it in here like this after I did the first one. And
Right.
he's looking at it. And then he kind of looked away and looking back. And I thought, oh, he's off on something else. Then the same thing. All of a sudden, I see him looking down. Then his fist comes up like that. And he's
Right.
got it in there. And I went,
Wow.
wow, because like I said, he was only 4 months old. So I was like, this doesn't, it just seemed like the cognitive ability they has just kind of was shocking to me.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, but you like the differences between having a child now and having then. It's just they teach you different things that you never
Right.
you don't know what you don't know. But
Right.
when you have the child and you're like, okay, you feel unprepared, and you always are. You never, no matter how much you never fully prepared because each child's different, obviously.
Right.
But they teach you stuff that you don't even think. And then you realize that they're teaching you. And then later on, you teach them certain things, but then it's their kids that'll teach them things too. So it's like that circle of life that
Yeah, totally.
yeah.
Totally. Well, totally. Well, we always talk about that. It's an energetic exchange, even with your son, and the whole lifespan. I remember specifically what you're talking about is very cool. When my sister was born, I was in college. My dad had gotten remarried, so she's my stepsister, but she was a half sister. She was. It was summertime, and she was in one of those little inflatable pools, and she had a cup, and she had this little dump truck, and she was pouring the water in the dump truck and playing with it, and then she got out, and then she had this little sandbox, and she had the dump truck and the cup, and she was playing with it, and I saw the information writing on her brain. I was watching her be like, oh, this is different than the water. It doesn't act the same way when I try to pick it up in my hands or when I put it in the cup. And just like you're saying, you can actually watch them learning stuff, and you're like, holy crap, this is when it's actually being written on their brain, what
Yeah.
this is all about,
Yeah.
and that's so cool. Yeah, that's so cool. Jill says the mighty fist,
Oh yeah.
fist bumping.
Oh yeah. That's the fist bump that got me through those hard times because
That's awesome.
being away, it's like it's so hard. I mean, I
So
left Sonia.
what's the
Go ahead.
situation now? Are you back in Brazil for good, or are you gotta keep going back and forth for a bit?
Unfortunately, no, I'm not back from good. The plan was that I was coming here because I started her for the green card because obviously we got married and everything. So that's in the process. And I came back almost 3 months ago. It'll be 3 months on December 6th since I came back. But the plan was we went a couple days ago actually to go to the federal police because I automatically get a sort of residency for having a child born here, but I can also get it for being having a wife here. So I was told before I left, we went I had all the papers I needed last time except for one. I didn't have a criminal background check from the state from Pennsylvania. So I had to get that. So when I went back and I was taking care of my house there and taking care of stuff, whatnot, I got that paper. So when we went the other day. I thought they told me all I needed was the other paper because they told me they could have done it that day, is what I was told.
Right.
So anyway, so we went down there because she's back to work now, and she's a nurse in the surgery at the hospital. So anyway, we got a day off that she had, and so we went there early, and we waited in line to get in there and everything. And so we get there, and then they tell them, they're like, "Where's your printed out paper for this?" And I'm like, "I don't have it. They just told me to come in." And of course they don't have a translator there, and I'm still not great at doing things. So our cell phone was working. Well, her phone was working somewhat as far as translating. But anyway, so they're telling me that we need to do a totally different process. That I needed the paper I had. I needed a couple other things. So then they told me while I was there, which is what kind of really stressed me out a little bit, is that if I don't get it done by the 6th, I'll actually have to leave on the 6th because I already had an extension that I got last time I was here, and they only do one extension a year. So we're scrambling to try to get that process in, but yeah, because the plan was I figured I'd have to go back at some point anyway, but I was hoping it wouldn't be until like around March or April, because I obviously want to be with my son when he has his birthday for 1 year. But I know I have to run back to the States probably before they totally approve it, because the last update we had was 8 months. I don't know if it's going to change to 7 here in a few days, but that's what they said until her thing would be approved, or at least, given the green light. And then, because we're hoping to get her to the States, because that's where we want to be.
The joy of bureaucracy.
Yeah. So we're kind of stressing out, like because she's been stressing out so much because the process for getting Taryn was so quick. All we had to do was go to the embassy, bring the birth certificate, and then that we had, actually I had 3 different ones, because they told me in order to get the one from, this is more bureaucracy, but anyway, in order to get the one from the consulate, I needed one that had a printout on the back of it that showed them not just in the book where they would register the original one, but where he wrote it in the book. Like, so it had to have a picture of that registry on the back of it, which was kind of strange. So anyway, but I got these 3 different ones, and I took it there, and then, but it was real quick, because the day that we went, they basically just took the one form, and I did his passport the same day, and then they sent it out. Kind of the bureaucracy, that's kind of stupid though, was we did it right before. We wanted to do it a lot earlier, but because with Taryn being born earlier, and then us having another problem with a different paper, because we originally wanted to get married in February, which was our 2-year anniversary. February 16th, we wanted to get it done, but that didn't work out because we were waiting on a paper from the States. So then we had to push our get married until June. So, but the bureaucracy with the passport, and the other thing was the fact that they said, okay, they're going to be made in the States, and they're going to be sent to Brazil, and then Sonia had to send them to me so that I could get them, because I needed to register him for his his social security number and stuff like that in the States.
Right.
So it was just like, why can't you just send it to the house? Why can't I just send it back there? But they're like, no, it has to come here first. And I guess they had to do a stamp that they had to do on or something.
Right.
Because it wasn't on the passport, so I'm not sure why that was.
So what's the end game? Are you planning to reside in Brazil, or you're planning to reside in the United States eventually?
The U.S. for a while, because right now, with her being a nurse, she loves doing that job. She loves taking care of people. The funny thing is, she really doesn't have the best. I know I say this to her all the time. She doesn't have the greatest patience. Like, I'm a very calm, patient person. She's a very fast, nervous person. These things done. So we're kind of a little bit opposites on that end. But when it comes to taking care of people, like with that, she's got great patience. But it's like the only time I really see them. So,
Right.
But the difference is that down here in Brazil, the money, our money's worth, like right now, it's like almost worth 6 times as much. So one of our dollars is equals 6 of theirs.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, and she really doesn't get paid great for working in the hospital either. So I mean, it's technically good for here, but when you figure it out, it's only around like $600 US,
Right.
a month. And working in a hospital in the States doing the same things, you make a ton more money.
Right.
So we want to get there. And plus, like the schooling here is good and everything, but I think that for Terran schooling is better in America and stuff like that too.
Right.
So we want to try to make it work there, but depending on what happens, if we have to come back, I mean, we can make it work here too, obviously.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
But the plan is to do it in the States because,
Gotcha.
you know, that's really where she wants to be and where the baby wants to be. But I fell in love with it here. I mean, there's certain things that I don't like about it, but the people are great. People are fantastic. I mean, I haven't met anybody I don't like.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. It's got to be a beautiful, beautiful country too.
Oh yeah. There's so many beautiful places here that
Yeah.
we didn't get a ton chance to travel, but I did get a chance to go because her mom is actually like 9 hours away. Most of her family is 9 hours away. They all live in Rio. Yeah, they all live in Rio de Janeiro, and kind of in the jungle, in the boonies.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's an interesting. We took a bus trip to get there. It was it's like probably 10 or 11 hours on the bus overnight, and then get to their house when the bus stops, and they're like 45 minutes on these dirt roads and everything, and getting there. So it was interesting being there. But you know, it's beautiful though. I mean, amazing. And and then besides that, we went on a trip to the beach after we found out that she was born, which was interesting. Or I mean, not born, when she was pregnant. Because it was interesting because I found that out on the Father's Day here in Brazil because they have a different and they have the same Mother's Day as we do, but there's two different Father's Day, which I think was strange. So we have the American one and the Brazilian one. And on the Father's Day was when I found out that I had a feeling she was pregnant, and so did she, obviously, because she bought the test. But we found out on that day, which I thought was kind of cool.
That is cool.
But we made a trip before that because we wanted to still, obviously, you know, there was a lot of things we had because she had always wanted a child but was never able to have. And I always wanted to have another one. But so she never thought she was going to get pregnant. So we had a lot of plans that we were going to do ourselves. And then so she's like, we got to at least go on one trip before then. So that's when we decided to go to we went to the beach. And when we went there, that's when when the graphic that you used for the gender reveal, when she was there and in the bathing suit, and I put the heart on her.
Right.
I drew that thing on the ground, and it was a fun trip, except for the fact that I mean, I'm from Long Island. I'm from Suffolk County, and I used to go on boats and stuff, and I never thought I had a problem with getting seasick or nothing, because I used to go out in the bay and used to go out my Montauk Point, all sorts of stuff like that. But ever since my surgery, since I have no stomach anymore and everything's kind of different, plus I'm quite a bit older now. But I found out on that trip that I got and it was we went on this little kind of jaunt to different islands. So we went from the beach where we were at. So we went to all these little barrier islands. And when we did the first one, and I was feeling all right when we got out there, and we did the whole heart on the sand thing. We did all the pictures. We actually had a photographer that we had hired to do some of the pictures. So they're taking all the different pictures, having us pose. We almost missed getting back on our boat though, because they only stay there for a certain amount of time. You got to take like a little taxi thing to get there, little taxi boat. I don't even know what you call it, like a little catamaran thing. So that one, ours took off without us actually, and they were getting ready to leave because we were doing so many pictures and everything. So anyway, so we hopped on that, and there was another one that took us that was from a different one. They said, we'll take you real quick because we're waiting and we just got here. So anyway, so they got us on there just in time. But then after that, as we're going to the next island, I just started getting so sick. And I was gone. I was just, and then I felt bad because, you know, we're having this trip and it's supposed to be fun. But then, and she said that I haven't really been on a boat with her any other time, but she says that she has been on. And then of course, she was pregnant. So then all of a sudden she started getting sick. So we were just both on the boat, and we're going for there was I don't know, it was another 2 hours of going to different islands and being on the boat, and it wasn't worth getting off because you didn't get off long enough that it made a difference, and those little boats were even worse. So we were just, when the boat was sitting there, and the worst thing is it's a party boat too, so you got all these people dancing and doing stuff, and they're all eating and they're coming around.
You just want to take a nap, and
they're trying to give you, the Brazilian steak and all this other stuff, and I'm like, I can't even look at that. But and then plus they're still trying to take pictures because Sonia was still trying to take pictures on the boat, and we had a friend that we made on that trip, and
Right.
she wanted to take pictures and stuff. So they were like trying to do that, and then we were puking on, and just it was interesting. I still enjoyed it, but I never thought I would have a problem. So I don't know where that came from, but I would say, like, since my surgeries, everything's so different. Plus
All right. Well, I don't want you to give away too much about
okay.
your story and your surgeries and all of that stuff, because that's what I want to talk about on the show. But I do want to thank you for coming on and expressing gratitude here on the live stream of gratitude with us, and always being there on the live stream of consciousness, of course. And now Taryn has his red shirt on. What's up, Taryn?
Hey,
I heard him talking. He was saying "daddy" before. I definitely heard him saying that. So that's
he does say that.
Pretty awesome.
He's getting ready to go to sleep. I think we're actually 2 hours ahead. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again for being with us. I'm going to get to the next segment of my live stream of gratitude. I'm going to talk about the movie poster that I posted, the YUNVEN mystery that goes along with the little thumbnail. So but I will definitely talk to you soon. We did not put a date down on the calendar, did we? Not yet, right?
Not yet.
I've been putting dates on. I'm into January now, my friend. So we'll have to talk about it. But let's get you a solid date on that calendar.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. Awesome. And I just want to say that I know that you said that was like the ultimate AI Thanksgiving movie. I just gotta say, when it comes, I'm a big 80s slasher fan. So there's two ones, I don't know if you heard of either one, that I would say are the best. One's really kind of really low grade, so bad it's good. And then the other one is awful, so awful it's good. But there's one called Thanksgiving. I don't know if you ever heard of that one.
No, I've never heard of that. Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they made the first one, and then they made part 3, and they called it the end of a trilogy. But the whole thing about the third one is that one's totally awful. The first one's actually so awful it's good.
Okay.
The other one's just so awful it's awful.
It's awful that it's bad. Okay.
Yeah, it's about the fact that there was supposed to be a second movie that was lost, and it's just the movie. But it's just so dumb. But then the other one is back from slasher film from, I believe it's 1982, called Blood Rage, and that one is a low grade slasher film, but it's actually kind of fun. And you'll never look at cranberry sauce the same way with that one.
There's a cranberry sauce scene in there. All right, good. I'll have to check it out. Blood Rage. Awesome. Yeah. Taryn, you are so freaking adorable. I love seeing your face. Hi. So awesome. Well, Tim, like I said, we'll have you back. And I hope you and Sonia have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I can't wait to see that face again. Look at how cute he is. Oh my God. Yeah, he's the star of the show. Awesome.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Julie's saying thank you, Tim. So anyway, happy Thanksgiving. We will see you soon, and thanks for joining us.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my God, that kid is so freaking adorable. That was so cute. I loved it. Thank you, Tim, for coming on the live stream of gratitude. I'm trying to get my family on board here. She called. Oh, she says they have a bad connection there. So maybe that's why they don't want to join. They are at, I think I said it, they're in Key West right now, or in the Keys, somewhere in Florida. And everybody's together, so I wanted to get them all on screen. I don't know if they're even watching. If they are, hello. I don't know who's out there. I see some numbers. I see Lily. I see Jilly. I saw Matt for a minute. But if you're out there and you want to come on the show, I will put the link again in the text. But I'm going to do a little bit of a reveal of what the heck the mystery was in the thumbnail, in the post that I made. Let me see if I could share my screen here. And I'm going to share this screen. And what we're looking at here is we're looking at a movie poster that doesn't really exist. And it's interesting. I use an AI program. I forget what the name of this one is. It's not Dolly. It's a new one that I've been using because it's free. But a lot of times when you generate AI art, it will do things like cut off the type halfway, cut off the face at the top there. I don't know what's going on with this particular graphic, but I love how AI kind of makes up. It tries to simulate the look of a movie poster with this typography that it's got here, but it doesn't use real words, which is really weird because I know AI has a vocabulary, it understands language, so you would think it would string together some real words, but I guess it's because this is a visual engine, it's just trying to string together the visuals. So I knew Thanksgiving was coming up. I knew I was doing this episode and I wanted to come up with some visuals. So I started typing into the AI, show me a movie poster about a turkey who is, hell bent on vengeance for Thanksgiving and destroying humanity. And I was typing different things like this. This was one of the results I got. I thought it was kind of interesting because this does kind of look a little like Donald Trump. But I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, that was one of the results I got. And then this was another result that I got. I was changing up the words a little bit in between to try to generate different things. I don't know what the word was that I put in here that all of a sudden there was a man as the central figure. And I don't really even know what the heck is going on in this image. I just thought it was interesting. Again, the same thing about the way it produces the text in such weird ways. This was another image, the halt of the Helen Tianol. I don't know what the heck that says. But also another image that kind of looks like an ex-president or something. It's just weird. It looks like Kim Jong. Janice says it looks like Kim Jong. It does kind of look like Kim Jong. But I just love playing with the AI and generating stuff. I know my friend Brian is not a big fan of the AI, the Wizard of Odd, but this is the one that I put in the post. I thought this one was kind of one of the best ones because it kind of did look scary and threatening, but it also kind of looked like a Pixar movie, almost like a Toy Story-ish kind of fun feel. So I just kind of got weird vibes from this one. This was the one I liked the best, and I put this in the post as the ultimate AI Thanksgiving movie, YUNVEN. I don't know what the rest of these words are, and all of the people who star in it or AI characters who star in it, but that was YUNVEN. And then I got a little bored because I was trying to generate this poster, and I was like, all right, this is probably the best it'll be. And I stopped here with that. But then I was like, just because I am into music, I always try to generate interesting bands with the AI. I've generated heavy metal Muppet bands, biker gang Muppet bands, and different Muppet things. But I started trying to do Thanksgiving turkey bands. And these were some of the album covers that it was giving me. I said, give me an album cover of a Thanksgiving of a band of turkeys. I think I tried rock band, I tried punk band, I tried all these different combinations. This was one of them. This was another one. I like this one. I think I said something about a farm in this one, so all of a sudden you can see some farm imagery happening. But you gotta love the AI. The AI is definitely a lot of fun to play with. It comes up with some interesting interpretations of the words that you put into it. Tim is out there and he's saying, you're welcome, everybody. He's been hanging out for the whole show. Taryn and Sonia are going to sleep though, so Tim is still out there in Brazil, 2 hours ahead of us, rocking out on the live stream of gratitude. Thank you, Tim. Always good to have your presence here. And then I think I got one more. And that was supposed to be a band. I don't know. It just looks more like a photo of turkeys about to eat. I don't know. I don't know really what the AI was thinking here. But looks like a corn cob turkey. Yeah. It looks like a corn cob turkey. There, that AI, let me just open that one up. I do that one on Discord. I just want to give you guys the name of that in case anybody is interested, live or watching the replay of the live stream of gratitude. Um, I was hoping people would be like piling in here, and I'd have to like hold them back at the door to express gratitude. If you've got any gratitude you want to express in the comments, please do. Um, I'm not going to bring this on screen live because this AI that I've been using, it's called Unstable Diffusion. I will put that in the. I'll make a banner of that. Hold on, give me 1 second. Create a banner. Unstable Diffusion. You can Google that. But that is the AI engine that I've been using that's free, and I find that one to be pretty comparable to Midjourney, which is the first one I was using, which did some really amazing imagery. I started using Dolly, DALLE. Um, that one wasn't free. It's free, but they only give you a certain amount of credits each month, so you can only play with it for a little bit, and then you got to wait till the next month. But I didn't find that one the images I didn't love on that one. It's weird. AI sometimes, if you don't describe it right and you say you want an image of a man or a woman, let's say, so it will draw weird facial features and limbs coming out of the wrong places and things like that. But some people get some amazing results from AI. Um, let's see if I can find some to share, just to show uh, what's going on in AI art while we're here giving thanks. Again, I'd love somebody to jump in to the backroom studio and give thanks for stuff. Jilly B, I'm grateful for you, Michael. Thank you for all you do. Well, I am grateful for that. It's like a mirror. It's awesome. Jilly, thank you so much for being grateful for me and all that I do. I mean, that makes me grateful for that. That's an infinite reflection back and forth uh, of gratitude, which is awesome. And nice to see you here. I have not seen your name pop up in a while. You're grateful for your life. That's awesome. I'm grateful for your life also. I'm grateful that you're here, that you chose to take your life into this moment that crosses paths moments with my life. So I'm grateful for you here. Wishing you a happy and healthy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Yes, thanks for all you do as well. Totally. Thank you. And see that's how the live stream of gratitude works. You put gratitude in, you get gratitude out. It's like a mirror. It's like a gratitude mirror. It's pretty awesome. And Anne is saying she had a mini stroke 3 weeks ago, and she's still full of gratitude. I'm sorry to hear that, Anne. But I'm grateful that you're here. Even after that, you still decided to come on to the live stream of gratitude and share your night with us, which is very cool. I really do appreciate that. That's special to me and special to what the live stream of consciousness is all about. The live stream of gratitude, I should say, but that comes from the live stream of consciousness. Um, and Lily's out there and agreeing with Jilly. Thank you for all we do. And Anne is grateful home now and grateful for what she has. Um, that's awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to do here. Let me take that banner down. We don't need to see unstable diffusion anymore. Um, I will say I'm also going to be give some gratitude. I should let Janice give some gratitude, um, but I'm going to also give some gratitude for this platform. It's been so amazing for me. The Fool's Journey, which is another broadcast I've been doing, introduces me to some amazing people. So I'm only mentioning that because I see this banner from yesterday, from Monday rather, rebelyogi.com. Yogi Satya I met on Monday on the Fool's Journey, and he is just full of this amazing energy. And of course, will be coming on the live stream of consciousness because he's just awesome to talk to and sharing his story, who he is, what he does, and what he thinks consciousness is, because that's the question that we ask everybody. I see some more comments coming in, and especially. able to see and work and have her fur babies give me peace and a reason to take care of them. See that again? That's the reflection of love. You take care of your fur babies, and they take care of you, right? They give you that love that you need and that reflection of love that you're giving them. So awesome. I'm sure that I lost Matt Napo. Matt cannot take this much positivity and love. He kind of
No.
he backs away once it gets to a certain level. He backs away. But I love Matt Napo. I'm actually going to be. Janice is finding out for the first time right now. He's doing a show in the morning. I'm going to jump in on his show tomorrow live. He's having a same kind of thing, just people come on live, and he does an early morning show, so it's not really going to interfere with much. I will say this: I am not grateful for how fast my hair grows. No, well, you know what? I am grateful for it. I'm grateful that it grows so fast, but I have to get another haircut. It's like I feel like it's growing during the show. Like I started the show and it was looking all right, and I'm watching it starting to stick out in different places. I don't know what the hell's going on. And Tim, we've got Tim out there saying, "Glad you're doing okay. Strokes are part of." You're giving away your story, Tim. Don't give away your story. But yes, stay positive. Oh, Rebel Yogi popped up again. I don't know why that happened. Let me take that down. There we go. Anyway, folks, I'm going to let Janice express some gratitude here. I'm going to put her on the spot on the live stream of gratitude, and then I'll probably wrap it up. I think I was looking forward to my family coming on, but they are not in a good Wi-Fi place, so they're not going to. And why don't you come move over a little bit, come on screen here, and
Hold on.
tell my audience what you're grateful for. Janice is before she goes, Janice is a Reiki master, a wonderful Reiki master who has been coming out of her shell and being able to get involved with some events and do her Reiki and her mediumship. So I said enough. I said too much. So
No, I'm grateful for Jeffrey. I'm grateful for you, and that's. I mean, I'm grateful for my family and everything that my family is extended. I mean, it's just me and Jeffrey and you and my in-laws still, but for the most part, I'm very just content.
you're content. You're grateful for being content. Well, being content is good. And I'm just fixing something here. Being content is good. I think content is happy, right? Content is satisfied. I think it's a good thing, and it's also very interesting because I don't hear people use that word very often. And in the Fool's Journey, if you've been watching the Fool's Journey, on the gravestone, the engraving is a contented mind. It's Lila M. I forget the name. Oh my God, I forget the name. Lila Moore, I think, is the name on the gravestone. It's Lila L. Moore, and it says "a contented mind" on the gravestone. Hold on a second. I'm gonna put that up here. This is the gravestone that started the craziness on the Fool's Journey, which is something I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for Brian. Brian came across this tombstone on a journey. He was just out on a ride to get some peace and just be out on a ride, and he was kind of guided to there were two, if you've seen the Fool's Journey, you know the story. But there were two cemeteries. He was guided towards this one. He's found this, and he started doing some numerology madness on it. And you've got to watch the Fool's Journey if you're interested in seeing that story unfold, because it's pretty crazy, and he's pretty passionate about it. So I see some comments here. Tim is saying, "Be grateful you still have all your hair," because I was complaining about my hair growing. I wasn't really complaining. I was just kind of noticing that I felt like I looked funny. I am grateful that I have all my hair. That's something that I will say, I think my whole life as a little kid, anytime I got my hair cut, the girls or the people cutting my hair would always tell my mom, "Oh my God, his hair is amazing," and his eyelashes. They would always talk about my eyelashes, and so I am totally grateful for that. Lily is expressing gratitude on the live stream of gratitude. Thank you, Lily, for putting your gratitude into the live stream, into the moment. I'm grateful for my mom, my husband, my kids, my grandchildren. I'm grateful for the life. I have never a dull moment. LOL. I'm grateful for Happy Place here and Mike, who has made this show amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm grateful for that. See, now your gratitude has created a ripple of more gratitude back. And that's what's so cool. That's what the show is all about, is that energy exchange. So thank you, Lily, for that. I see Jilly with a little bit of an what's Janice's birthday? LOL.
It's not associated with the tombstone.
It's not associated with the tombstone. Oh, Janice does not want to be configured into the numerology of the tombstone. She finds it really interesting, but it's a lot. Jilly, you've been there for the unfolding of the story of the tombstone and the numerology behind it, and it's a lot, and it's amazing. To have this awesome translator or interpreter in Brian to even stumble across this tombstone, somehow decide that it's integral to the story of him and I, and watch it unfold. And I think that there is an interesting story between Tim and myself. Brian and myself. Sorry, because I just think there is. We've been connected through the artwork since the beginning, and the tarot deck show that we do has been amazing. And I think if you've watched the tarot deck show, this was one of the charts that he gave me, that's his actual deck that you see there, kind of on this amazing chart. I think I can zoom in on it. Oh, that's too much. This amazing chart that just has to do with numerology and the calendar and the time of year and the time of day and how these things all connect. And so I think there's an amazing app to be made there, which is something that I think is connecting us, and that's how we're gonna end up working together, Brian and I, a little bit more closely than we've already begun to work. Jilly's saying, "Oh my God, it looks like the quilt layout she just posted. I didn't see that layout. Is that something on Facebook? Should I go look that up on Facebook and bring that up? Let's see. I think I could probably do that. I don't love kind of doing stuff while I'm live and trying to look over at the different windows and talk to you guys at the same time. But it is probably something I should practice a little bit as a live content producer. So let's see what you got here, Jilly. I'm taking a look at your Facebook profile while we are live here so that I can bring it up and show the latest thing that you did. I did see that awesome map that you just did. I'm looking at your artist posts. I don't see what you're talking about apparent right here, Jilly. Maybe, oh, there it is. I see it. Boom. She just sent it to me. Here we go. I'm going to add it to the stream, and here it is. This is you're absolutely right. That looks a lot like what we were just looking at. Jill, I think you might be tied into this equation somehow as well, which would not be surprising at all. So this is actually Jilly, who is one of the family of the live stream of consciousness and one of the viewers. This is some of her artwork. She is an incredible artist of so many mediums. I can't even tell you. This is quilt work. So this is done. She takes I guess different pieces of fabrics and cuts them into pieces and creates mosaic type images and patterns and beautiful magic. And you know what, knowing Jill, she's probably She's asking me if I can put them side by side. I don't think I can do that very easily. But knowing Jill, she probably is, in a way, speaking light language here. So what I mean by that is there probably is some meaning to what she's laying out here, and she doesn't even know it. It's probably there's probably some significance to it, and if we hand it to Brian, he can probably read it and interpret it. It's pretty cool. So this is hand piece circles are hard. Yeah, I can imagine. This is, you know.
My mom quilts. It's not an easy art.
Janice says her mom quilts. I don't know if they can hear you because you speak so quietly, and the microphone is here by my face. But Janice says her mom quilts, and it's not an easy art. I don't think I can put them side to side, but I can A-B them, which is just kind of go back and forth between the two of them. But there's, I would be hard pressed to say I can't see the similarity. I can definitely see the similarity there with what's going on, and it's just not a coincidence, right? It's just the way it's supposed to be. Awesome. So I don't want to. I've been doing this for an hour already, which is about the length of the live stream of consciousness. Again, I thought there'd be a line of people knocking to join me. I should have probably planned this better. It just came to me last night. I should have planned it better and had like Steven Durante and some people who I know would have loved to express some gratitude live in the open stream and put it out into the universe. But maybe next year the live stream is growing and you never know what's going to happen. So I'm keeping my mind open. I don't know if anyone out there has anything they want to add to the pot of gratitude that we've created here and put out into the ether, because it's live right now, but it's going to be a replay. People will be able to click on it and check out everything we've talked about. But if not, I'm going to get ready to say goodnight and that I love you all. And I'm grateful for having this platform to be able to do this, because it just feels so good. It feels right being able to have these conversations with you guys and invite you into a space where we all exist at that same moment. Even though we're not in the same place, we are existing in the same moment in the same place. So I love that opportunity of creating that and having you all here. Thank you guys for being here. I definitely do love you. Julie saying good night all. Thank you. Love you. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. That's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving tomorrow. And enjoy some turkey if you eat meat, and enjoy some not turkey if you don't eat meat. I don't know what the seitan, I guess they call seitan, is good. I've had seitan, which is a good kind of chicken substitute. It kind of has a chickeny bird meat kind of feeling to it, more than like a ground beef. It doesn't. It's good for chicken meals. Anyway, another comment popped up. I see. Oh, that's just Julie making a silly face. I just want to keep current with the comments, and I am just looking for my outro movie so I can get the heck out of here and relax and cuddle with Janice and go to bed and wake up tomorrow morning, it being Thanksgiving. I do want to say I will be on the Mind Dog show tomorrow morning, Coffee with the Dog. So you guys know Matt, Mind Dog TV, Coffee with the Dog. Look for it on Facebook, because I'm going to say happy Thanksgiving to him in the morning. And that's where I'll be. That's my story. I'm sticking by it. Peace, everybody. Have a good Thanksgiving. Mwah.